Good morning, students. Welcome to mathematics class. So today I am going to start a new chapter, that is Unit 5, Continuity and Differentiability. This is the Unit 5. The continuity and differentiability is nothing but is based on the limits. So you already studied about the limits in the class 11th. So what there are you studied the left hand limit, right hand limit. So this is continued part of the limits. And also you are studied about the differentiability, also little about. Here also you study you are going to study the differentiability in details. First only we study about the continuity first. Later we will discuss about the differentiability. So the word continuity is nothing but continuous. Here we have some graphs here. We have some graphs. Say the first graph, observe here. So this is like a parabola. Continuity means to draw the graph without lifting a pen or pencil. Means to draw the graph or to draw the line at one sweep without lifting a pen or pencil. See here, this is, I can draw this graph without lifting a chalk piece. So such graphs are called as continuous graphs. The function is continuous function because the function in which we can draw the graph without lifting a pen or pencil. Such graph is called as a continuous function. It means in the graph there are no holes, breaks, jumps, etc. See, there are no breakages. See, if it is like this, it is not continuous because the graph is break here. Such graph is not called as a continuous graph. So when we say that graph, if there is no any breakages, if the graph has a loops here, means loops here, open hole. So this is a hole. Such graph is called a discontinuous graph or a discontinuous function. Totally, the continuous function means to draw the graph without lifting a pen or pencil. That is the meaning of a continuity. This is a continuous function. This is a polynomial function. Okay. Now, see here another function, that is a constant function. So constant function means f of x is equals to c. The c is a constant on y. This is the value of y. Okay. So for any value of x in a domain, the function, the value of y remains same. That is a c. So 1, etc. So that the function is constant for any value of a domain. Okay. See here, we can draw this graph without lifting a pen or pencil with infinitely. Such graph is called as a continuous graph or continuous function. Hence, constant function is the continuous function. As we studied, polynomial function is a continuous function because we can draw the graph without lifting a pen or pencil. Hence, this is continuous function. Here, constant function is also continuous function because we can draw the line without lifting a pen or pencil because we can extend the line in either side infinitely without lifting a pen or pencil. Okay. Now, another function is called the identity function. F of x is equals to x means y is equals to x. If you put any value of x, you get a y. For example, you get a foot x equals to 1, you get y is equals to 1. Similarly, x is equals to y is equals to 2. You get a graph like this. This is a identity function. So here also we can draw the graph without lifting a pen or pencil. Similarly, the function f of x is equals to x cube. Here this is also a continuous function because the graph of this function is like this. Okay. Here also we can draw the graph without lifting a pen or pencil. Dear students, so after discussing the continuous function, so here I am going to explain some discontinuous functions. Okay, discontinuous. when we say that functions are discontinuous. For example, take here first example. Say observe this graph. Here the two graphs means the graph is here. One is going towards like this, and one point, another point. Another graph is going towards like this. Means here the graph is break here. So we can't draw this graph at one sweep. Means after, for example, see here. Such graphs are called as discontinuous graphs because we can't draw the graphs at one sweep. To draw such graphs, we have to lift the chalk piece or pen or pencil. So such graphs are called as discontinuous graphs or discontinuous functions. Similarly, we have another function. Second one, f of x is equals to 1. The value of the function f of x is 1 when if x is less than or equals to 0, and the value of the function is 2 when x is greater than 0. So here, when x is greater than 0, when x is less than or equals to 0, less than x means left of the number line, left side of the number line. So the function is 1. That is the value of the function is 1 when x is less than or equals to 1. So that the graph is like this. Here included the shaded portion indicates that the value included here x equals to 0. X is less than or equals to 0. The value of the function is 1. When x is greater than 0, the value of the function is 2. But here 2 is not excluded. The 2 is excluded here, not included. Hence we have to draw the here loop or hole. So such graph is called as a discontinuous graph. The function is a discontinuous function because we can't draw the graph without lifting a pen or pencil. Because to draw this graph we have to lift, or to draw the graph we have to lift the chalk piece or pen. So that when we say that function is continuous, to draw the graph without lifting a pen or pencil. But here we can't draw the graph without lifting a pen or pencil because here there is a breakage. Hence, such graph is called as a discontinuous graph. The function is a discontinuous function. Now, similarly, another function, that is f of x is equals to the value of f of x is 1 when x is not equals to 0. The value of f of x is 2 when x is equals to 0. See here when x is not equals to 0, the value of the function is 1 in all the value of x. Throughout the domain, the value of f of x is 1 except 0. So here 0 is excluded. If the value of the x is excluded, here the create a hole. If it is included, here we have to shade the portion. But here this indicates the value of the x excluded here. Hence, except 0, the graph is continuous. Except 0, the graph is continuous. Here it has a hole, and when x equals to 0, exactly x equals to 0, the value of the function is 2. Hence, here it has a hole. Means we can't draw the graph at one sweep. This is also called as a discontinuous function. Okay. So these are the 3 examples. The functions are discontinuous. Okay. Dear students, now after knowing the graphical examples, now we are going to define what is continuity, definition of the continuity. So here definition, suppose f be a real valued function on the subset of a real numbers. It means the real valued function means in which the function includes the real numbers and variables. Real valued function on the subset of a real numbers. Let C be a certain point in domain of f. Then f is continuous at C. If limit as x tends to C, f of x equals to f of C. When we say that function is continuous, only the function obeys or satisfied this condition. Limit as x tends to C, f of x equals to f of C. Then the function is continuous. Otherwise, if limit as x tends to c, f of x is not equals to f of c, then function is not continuous. Here also one more formula. So we can also check whether LHL. So you already studied about the LHL and the RHL. Okay, left hand limit, right hand limit. So limit as x tends to c minus is equals to limit as x tends to c plus is equals to f of c. Here in this condition, the function is also continuous. When we say that function is continuous, either limit as x tends to c f of x equals to f of c. So again we can write this formula as limit as x tends to c minus. This c minus means this is LHL is equals to limit as x tends to c plus this is a RHL is equals to f of c. F of c means the value of the function at a certain point c on the domain of the function f. Now we can draw the another graph here. See here that the function f of x is equals to x square plus 1. So I can draw this graph here like this. The graph of the function is 1, 2, that is 0, minus 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2. The graph of this function is like this. The graph of the function is parabola. Now check the continuity of the function at 1. Now check the continuity of the function at 1. F of x is x square plus 1. F of x is equals to x square plus 1 at x is equals to 1. Check the continuity of the function f of x is equals to x square plus 1 at x is equals to 1. Say domain. The value of the x is 1 is a domain. To check the continuity of this function. See here, this function is continuous because we can draw the graph without lifting a pen or pencil. This is a continuous function because this is a polynomial function. All polynomial functions are continuous. Okay. Hence, we can draw the graph without lifting a pen or a pencil. Such graph is called as a continuous function. So that according to the definition, see here, suppose f be a real valued function. This is f. This is a real valued function on the subset of real numbers. Let C be a certain point. Here C is 1. C is a certain point in a domain. So here x-axis is a domain. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. The domain is x-axis. Let C be a point. C means 1. We can take C is equals to 1, 2, whatever it is. You can take any number as C. So I have taken here x. C is equals to 1 here. I am checking the continuity of the function at C is equals to 1. You can also check it at c is equals to 2. You can check it at c is equals to 3. So now I am taking here c is equals to 1. I am checking the continuity of the function at c is equals to 1. The c is nothing but which is lies on the domain. So let c be a certain point in the domain of the f. This is a function. This is a domain. The c is equals to 1. Then f is continuous at c. When we say that the function is continuous at c at 1 means this function is continuous at 1 means at c if the function satisfied the condition limit as x tends to c f of x equals to f of c, then only the function is exist, then we say that the function is continuous function. So how to check? See here, according to we use this formula. Limit as x tends to c, f of x equals to f of c. We use this formula. So I will explain when we use this formula, because when the function is only one function means it is single function, we use this formula. If the function is in pieces means more than one functions, we use this formula. Both are same means whole is equals to this one. Limit as x tends to f of x can be written as like this. Limit as x tends to c minus is equals to limit as x tends to c plus. It is nothing but which is equals to this one. When the function is only one function, that is f of x equals to x square plus 1, we use this formula. If the functions are in pieces, means more than one function, we use this formula. I will explain by solving the problems. Now, I am going to prove this graph is continuous with the example. I have the function f of x equals to x square plus 1. So I am going to prove that the function is continuous at x equals to 1. So write the formula, that is limit as x tends to c f of x. Now limit as x tends to c is 1 here. So at x equals to 1 means c is nothing but a certain point in the domain, and c is equals to 1, x tends to 1. Then function is f of x is, that is x square plus 1. Now taking limit, this is the limit. So putting the value of x equals to 1, then that is we get this is 2. Now to check f of c, so that is f of x is equals to what is the function, that is x square plus 1 here. So what is f of c means, that is c square plus 1. What is c here? C means this is the c is equals to 1, that is 1 is equals to 1 square plus 1, that is 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. So this is f of c, means f of 1. So that this function obeys this condition, that is limit as x tends to 1, that is x square plus 1 is equals to f of 1, means this is nothing but this is same as limit as x tends to c f of x equals to f of c. This condition is obeyed, hence the function is continuous. When we say that function is continuous, when limit as x tends to c f of x is equals to f of c, Here this is a 2. Here this is also 2. LHS is equals to RHS. Hence the function is continuous. If limit as x tends to c of f of x is not equals to f of c, then the function is not continuous. Such function is called as a discontinuous function. So here, according to the definition, I explain with example when the function is continuous and when the function is discontinuous. Dear students, after knowing the definition, meaning and some examples with the graphical representation of the continuity, so I am going to solve some examples of the exercise 5.1. See here. First one, prove that the function f of x equals to 5x minus 3 is continuous at x equals to 0 and at x equals to minus 3 and at x equals to 5. The first example. Here they asked, prove that the function f of x, this function is continuous. Prove that the function, given function is continuous at which point? At x equals to 0, x equals to minus 3 and x equals to 5 on the domain. These are the points on the domain. These are nothing but C. These are the C. Okay. These are the certain points on the domain of the function. So let us consider the function. First example. Let us consider the function f of x is equals to 5x minus 3. This is the given function. We are going to check the continuity of the function at x equals to 0 first. At x equals to 0. Simply, we know that when the function is continuous, we know the formula. We know that limit as x tends to c, f of x is equals to f of c. In this condition, the function is continuous. We have to just check the continuity of the function by using this formula. See here, first one, limit as x tends to, see here, c is here, that is 0. C is 0, this is the limit. C is 0, x tends to 0, that is, what is f of x here? It is 5x minus 3, that is 5x minus 3. Taking limit means put the value of x equals to 0 here, x equals to 0, that is 5 into 0, that is minus 3, 0 minus 3 is equals to minus 3. So that limit as x tends to 0 of 5x minus 3 is minus 3. Similarly, we have to check f of c. C means 0, f of c, that is f of 0. The function is 5x minus 3. Where there is x, put the value 0, that is 5 into 0 minus 3, that is 0 minus 3, that is minus 3. So both are same, both are equal. Hence, therefore, limit as x tends to 0 of 5x minus 3 is equals to f of 0 is equals to minus 3. Both are equals to minus 3. Hence, the function is continuous. What they asked? Prove that the function f of x equals to 5x minus 3 is continuous at x equals to 0. So, we proved here because the function is continuous at x equals to 3. How can we say that the function is continuous? Because according to this formula, limit as x tends to c f of x equals to f of c. This condition is satisfied here because limit as x tends to 0, 5x minus 3 gives the value minus 3. Similarly, f of 0 is equals to minus 3. Hence, the condition is satisfied. Hence, the function is continuous. Okay. Similarly, another example. The second example. See here, do it yourself. Also, you have to check the continuity of the function x equals to minus 3 and x equals to 5. Do it yourself. Okay. So now I solved the continuity of the function at x equals to 0. Now you have to prove the function is continuous at x equals to minus 3 and x equals to 5. Do it yourself. Now examine the continuity of a function f of x equals to 2x square minus 1 at x equals to x equals to 3. This is very simple. Let us consider the function f of x equals to 2x square minus 1 at x equals to 3. So check the continuity of the function. So we know that is limit as x tends to c, f of x is equals to f of c. The function satisfied this condition. The function is continuous. Yes. Now check limit as x tends to c. C is here 3. What is the function? F of x is 2x square minus 1. So that taking limit, put the value of x equals to 3 here. That is 2 into 3 whole square minus 1. 2 into 3 square means 9 minus 1. 2 into 9 that is 18 minus 1 that is 17. The value is 17. Similarly, we have to check f of c. F of c means f of 3. F of 3 is equals to, put the value of c here. 2c square minus 1. C is nothing but 3. That is 2 into, here the value of, put the value of x equals to 3 here in this function f of 3. Where is x? Put 3. That is 3 square minus 1. That is 2 into 9. 18 minus 1. That is 17. So here observe both are same. Hence limit as x tends to 3. That is 2x square minus 1 is equals to f of 3. Both are equals to 17. Hence the condition is satisfied and the function is continuous at x equals to 3. This is how we can prove the function is continuous by